I'm in 5th grade at Jefferson. I'm 10, and I'm the youngest. I have a brother and a sister. My brother is 12. My sister is 15.
Okay, perfect. In our first activity that we're going to do, I have 2 rules that I'm going to read to you. Okay? The first rule says, if you hit a glass with a hammer, it will break. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. Okay, and this rule, rule number 2, if you hit a glass with a feather, it will break. Do you understand? It probably doesn't make sense, right? Yeah. So I'm going to let you have both of those. What would happen to a glass if you hit it with a hammer?
It would shatter.
Why?
Because the hammer is hard and the glass is thin.
Because glass breaks easy, right? Yes. So, if you hit a glass with a feather, what would happen?
Well, it probably wouldn't break.
Why?
Because a feather can bend, and the glass is harder than a feather.
Okay. So, we're done with that one. Okay, and this one, imagine you have a third eye, like an eyeball, that you can place anywhere on your body. Like you can put it on your arm or whatever. So I'm going to give you this sticky note, and you're going to place it on my body, wherever you think that, wherever you would want a third eye.
Wait. I don't know if it'll stick or not, but...
Okay. You put it on the back of my head?
Yes.
Why'd you put it there?
Because then when you're turned around, you can see everything, and you can tell people are behind you.
That's a good idea.
You're helpful with me.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, I have... Okay. Now you're going to pretend that you are having like a movie night with your friends. And you can choose between these 5 movies. But you want to figure out what order you want to watch them in. Like pretend you're watching all 5 of them, but you have to figure out how many different sequences you can arrange them. So you could do Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants first, and Madagascar second, Finding Nemo third, Elf fourth, and Little Rascals fifth. Or you can switch them around again. You can do it this way, or you can have like pencil and paper and write it down, whichever you want to do. But while you're thinking about it, I want you to like talk out loud and say why you're rearranging them and how you're thinking of it.
My battery's dying.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just...
I should charge my phone.
Okay, we do Elf first, because I like Elf.
Okay.
Little Rascals is a good movie, and my friends would like it. I haven't seen this one, so I'd probably put it in the back, because I don't know if it's good or not. And then I would do it like this, because I like Madagascar more than Finding Nemo.
Okay. And is that as many sequences you can figure out to put them in? How many more do you think? You can keep rearranging
A
them.
lot more, because it's different. You could have a lot of different sequences, because there's another one.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more different sequences. Do I keep putting more sequences?
Yeah, until you can't think of any more.
Okay, and then it goes Elf, Madagascar, Finding Nemo, Little Rascals, and then the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. And this one first, and then this one back here.
You're doing good.
You can switch those around. Switch those around again.
try hard to remember all the ones you did already.
Yeah. Okay, and then you can do this one. I think I did that one already. And that looks like I did that already, but well. Go back here. Stay down. Okay. I did that one.
You think that's about it?
I don't, but I think that's all I can figure out right now.
That's okay. You did really good. Got a lot of different ones. We can move on to the next one if you want to. Okay. Now I'm going to read you some proverbs. Do you know what proverbs are? It's like, I have the definition. It's like a phrase that describes a larger truth, if that makes sense. Like, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. You've heard that before, right? It means, like, if you eat healthy food, then you don't have to go to the doctor a lot. But these ones are a little different than that. I'm just going to read them to you, and you can tell me what each one means to you. Okay. So the first one is, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. What do you think that means?
Because if you throw a stone, you would probably break the glass.
With the glass house? Okay. You can get more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Because honey smells better and tastes better, and flies like better food. And vinegar is kind of what keeps flies away.
Because flies like sweet things. Never go into deep water until you can swim.
Because if you can't swim, you will drown. That would not be good.
Yeah. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Because horses aren't always thirsty, and if you push them to drink, they won't, want to.
Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Because if you get enough sleep, you won't get sick as easily, and you'll be able to go to bed on time and wake up on time, so he'll be able to get to an early job.
Yep. Okay. Good. Okay, now this one, I have this map right here. I'm going to read you a story about this path. So, okay. Chris is walking down a path on his way home from school, looking forward to a snack at the end of the day. He is quite hungry, and even though he has money, he has not seen a place to get a snack. He has taken a different route home than he usually does, and it turns out to be longer than he thinks. He comes to a fork in the path that he has not seen before. One path has an arrow that says Oak Trail, which is this side, and the other has a sign that says Elm Trail, which is this side. Both of these lead to Main Street, where you will have another 2 miles to walk to get home. There's a sign by each one describing the paths, and here's the sign for each. Like, you have them right there. An Oak Trail is 1 mile long, has one big hill to go over. There's a snack bar a 4th mile down, right there. There's a bridge a 1/2 mile down, but it's closed for construction. And the path is paved, so it's a nice road. And then Elm Trail. It's the same length, it's 1 mile long. It has several smaller hills to go over. There's no snack bar. There's no bridge, so it's open all the way through. And it's a dirt path. So I'd like you to figure out which would be the better path to take. Like the good stuff about each path and the bad stuff about each path. And which one you would rather go on to get home. And you can kind of talk out loud.
I would rather go on the oak path because it has a snack bar, and if you're really hungry, you would want the snack bar, and you have money. And there's only one big hill to climb over instead of a bunch of small ones. And it's paved, so it'd be easier to walk on. The bridge is under construction, so I would probably, that would slow you down, but at least you would have food. And the elm path has no snack bar, it's lots of small hills, it's dirt, so like when you're walking, if it's windy, you can get dirt in your eyes. But it does not have a snack bar, so you would be hungry when you're walking. And so that's why I would rather take the oak path.
So you take the oak path.
Yes.
Even though it might take you a little longer. Okay. You did really good, Lauren. That is the end of the activities.
Over and out. So.